Hello and welcome to this post-day live. Cracking day of cricket has come to an end. Lot of topsy-turvy day, plenty of topsy-turvy day. India 219 for 7 at the end of the day with Kuldeep Yadav and Dhruv Jurel at the crease. Our man in Ranchi, Bharat. Thoughts on the day? Your initial reaction of how India batted?
Yeah, obviously it is England's day, right? If you
Right.
look at how it panned out, 134 runs lead. Obviously, Kuldeep Yadav and Jurel right at the end played decently, but England definitely have the aces here. India have to do something crazy, like they have to make sure that they at least come close to England's total first innings total, which is going to be difficult from here. But you never know. The pitch is staying low, and India would believe if they can get it to at least 280 or 290 or something like that, then they have a chance of making comeback. But it seems like a long shot from here because the pitch is
Absolutely,
definitely.
and yes, absolutely. And it is due to that 42-run unbeaten partnership so far between Dhruv Jurel and Kuldeep Yadav that took India to at least a decent total at the end of the day two. Otherwise, it was looking very, very lousy for the Indian team. Snehash is also has also joined us, was doing the stats all the day. Snehash, what went wrong for the Indian team?
Uh, I think the application of shots maybe and the shot selection, I guess, because and maybe the ability to play the spin. I guess
Hmm.
Shoaib bowled an exceptional spell for me,
Yeah.
and I was seeing the stats like whatever the record the visitor spinners have done in Ranchi so far, because we all know
Hmm.
that only two tests were played before this match in Ranchi. So there I saw that we in previous two matches also there were some spinner who troubled us, like George
Right.
Linde, who
Right.
took wickets for South Africa against us. Then left arm again, Steve O'Keefe for Australia, who took 3 wickets. So maybe this ground is not so well for is not has gone so well for Indian batters when it comes to playing spin. Today, you have to give credit to Shoaib Basi, because as a cricket
Right.
lover, you have to give credit to him, because with not so much experience behind his back, still he bowled with good pace and good variation. And I think he bowled a superb play, and I think that's why England a bit of ahead after today's game.
Absolutely, 31 over on the bounce by Shoaib Bashir, picked up 4 wickets. Took a lot of responsibility upon his shoulders, and even commentators, even the likes of legendary Anil Kumble, was taken aback by how long he can bowl 31 overs. In current cricket, we generally don't see spinners, even spinners, bowl that long a spell. Atreo is joined by us. Atreo, he has returned back home after covering the first 3 tests. Atreo, you have left the Indian team and they are again back in their tatters. What's happening with them? They're struggling. Clearly, they are struggling.
Well, see, Shubhan, and hi everybody else. I think the damage was done yesterday when
Yeah.
England scored that many runs in excess of 300 in this on this pitch was always going to be difficult. And now today they stretched to 350. So that was always going to be a formidable total to bat against.
Right.
And saw that how the Indians struggled. And as you mentioned, that the way their spinners bowled, especially Bashir and youngster coming to India, not many matches behind him, and doing this kind of a job is very, very commendable.
Hmm. Absolutely, and Bharat, of course, the pitch it was staying low in odd balls. It was staying very low actually at the ankle length, if we can say that. But generally, it looks like a decentish pitch to bat on. It's not that bad to bat on because the way England also played in the morning, it looked like they managed to score runs, and even the Indian batters who played with a bit of intent, they managed to score some runs. Do you think that the defensive approach, India's defensive approach with the stroke playing, with the stroke making, is what behind the fall?
Yeah, see, first of all, I have to give credit to especially someone like Shoaib Bashir. I think he bowled
Hmm.
really well, got a lot of
Right.
overspin, and his control was really good. But he was allowed to settle down by the Indian batters. That's for
Hmm.
sure. They didn't take the aggressive route when needed.
Right.
Uh, that is something I have to agree. But because only SSV Jaiswal, I guess, was the one who was looking to take the little bit of aggressive route, looking to come down the wicket, looking to make things
Right.
happen. But the rest of them were playing from the crease. You see, this is a kind of track where it's not easy to start, but once you get in, you might be able to score some runs, as we saw with Kuldeep Yadav and Zurel right at the end. You have to really bide your time a little bit early on, and then once it gets easier to bat, yeah, you can play your shots. Somewhere the
Mhm.
Indian middle order, inexperienced middle order, just couldn't do it for a period of time.
Snehashish, James Anderson started the day with the ball with an absolute peach to get rid of Rohit Sharma. After that century, people were expecting Rohit to score some big runs, but how many wickets it is for James right now? Wicket number 697, was it?
I think it's 696 or
Ah,
697.
Well,
696 or 697. So, question to both of you. How good has been James Anderson all through these years? Even today, he got only one wicket, but he was excellent with his length and line. And he was, even when Shubman Gill was batting, he was testing him constantly. But is that the discipline of the and the control over the line and length that makes James Anderson a legend?
Bharat.
Bharat is the right
yes.
man to answer this.
Oh, talking about him, it's very tough because he has played for 22 years. He's gone through so many stages, different stages. Man, he looked very different when I first saw him in 2002. When I first saw him in 2002 in one domestic one-day match, ESPN were showing it live. I guess it was Hampshire versus Lancashire. It looked very different. His action was different. Obviously, his action has been changed over a period of time. And then he had a back injury, returned from injury,
I think we have lost Bharat. Anyway, Snehashish, you can take that. James Anderson, the control over the line and length, is it that makes him a legend of the game?
Obviously, over the last 20 plus years, he's doing that, even in England and outside of England also. But it is, you have to give credit. Like in the first match when Markwood played ahead him, so Markwood had a game to forget. I think he didn't
Right.
bowl because spinners were doing the job for the England, surprisingly.
Mhm.
The second game, England went over, choose Anderson over Markwood, and he delivered. He took, I think, 3 wickets in one innings also. So then in the next match, he played again. So I think over the years he has shown why he is the number one for me for me personally. I am very surprised to see and very lucky to see a pacer of 41 years still running in and bowling 6 7 overs on a trot in a spell. It's very surprising to see, and all credit to him, the fitness level he has maintained all over the years. And still, and one more thing, fitness, game plan, everything is there, but the hunger, you have to be hungry and you
Yeah.
have to love the game, the passion of playing,
Right.
the passion to represent to your nation. That's the main thing for me, because he and especially Stuart Bird, another
Right.
great bowler for England over the years, along with him, both kind of left the white ball game completely just to
Right.
continue the red ball game. And this modern generation, this is very rare, because you have many young players just playing over franchise leagues and just playing national team for the T20 matches. So in being in generation, watching these two, so much love for the red ball is just great to watch. Hopefully, we can see much more game time from them, from Jimmy.
Absolutely, and he has 3 wickets in this innings, 10 wickets in the next innings, and possibly if he plays the Dharamshala test, then another 20 wickets if he can manage to complete that 700 mark in this test series. It remains to be seen. But what a player! What a fantastic player! Snehashish, again, Rajat Patidar, plenty of chatter around him. Looked okay today, 17 of 42, but suddenly he perished. He perished, and his poor run. I won't say
Hmm.
form because he smashed a 150 against England Lions, but I would say his poor start to Test cricket continues, to international cricket continues. Thoughts on him? He must be under immense pressure now.
Yeah, exactly. And as a fan, we also wanted him to do justice to the selection, because we
Right.
saw him playing in the domestic league for a long time, and he has been scoring run for and for an average.
Just a second, Bharat. Can you mute your? It's echoing.
Huh?
Just mute your mic. It's echoing.
Hello.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. So yes, Ashish, continue.
so the I was saying that I think it's happening again.
Yes. Yes. Go on. Go on.
He has been playing for a long time in the domestic and scoring at an average of 45, 46, and especially uh, he is a very good player of spin. And you know, Shubham, you
Hmm.
have been following in the domestic arena, and and in the first match where he played, he was looking very comfortable against Spain, like in
Right.
the coming
Right.
in the crease and going forward everything. But surprisingly, all his five dismissal, including today, has come against Spain. So it's very surprising. And today, and in some dismissals, he seemed to be very unlucky. Like he went for the shot, the ball got stuck and it's mistimed, and it's a easy catch for the fielder. That happens with every player, so that's it's okay. But today,
Right.
got a LBW kind of misjudgment of the line or length maybe. So that's a very shocking thing, and I think that will be a concerning thing for him also, because today it was a great chance for him to solidify his place in the Test squad, because Sarfaraz Khan has already shown in two innings that one failure today, it happens with everyone, so that
Hmm.
is okay. He got five chances so far, including today, but in five chances he failed to make any mark. So I think maybe a concerning thing, but I wish he gets one more chance in the next match, and then whatever decision the management takes, I think it will be good for him and for the team also.
Absolutely. Credit to the team management that despite so much criticism and chatter around him, they backed him for this test match. And I have followed Rajat Patidar for quite some time in domestic, and he's a brilliant player. He might not have gotten off to a bang on start in test cricket, but he is a great player, especially against pace. He's a very stylish player. He has that swagger and arrogance when he gets set, but unfortunately, it happens. International cricket is not made for many players have come from first class cricket, not only from India but from other countries as well, who have not able to replicate their first class or domestic form in international cricket. Bharat, Rajat Patidar, what is going wrong with him? If I have to ask you.
Oh yes, he doesn't have the confidence as of now. Currently, he doesn't have the confidence, and that's what one could see. It's not the Rajat Patidar one has seen in domestic cricket. Someone who comes out with a swagger and plays with the unhurried swagger. So here he doesn't seem to have any confidence in his batting, in any self belief. It seems like somewhere his twin brother is batting. This is definitely not the player we have watched in domestic cricket. Perhaps it's all over for him, and one more chance is there, obviously, second innings, but it doesn't look good for him, especially in these conditions with the ball keeping low for him to come and score a lot of runs second innings.
Yeah, so let's see what India has. Bharat, can you please mute it? Yes, so let's see what India have on cards on day three of this Ranchi test. A crucial first hour, first session for India. If Dhruv Jurel and Kuldeep Yadav can add a few more runs in this tally, then it would be good for India. Let's see whether England can wrap things up very quickly. It's going to be a very interesting first hour, nonetheless, on day three of Ranchi test. And let's see what both the teams have on cards. But for now, thank you, Snehashish. Thank you, Bharat, for joining. We'll be back at 7 o'clock to discuss the WPL Game 2. We had a last ball finish yesterday. It was a perfect start to WPL Season 2. So let's see what both the teams have today. Let's see what we will discuss. We will discuss the match in length. So let's see what both the teams have on cards.
Okay. Okay. Bye. Bye.
Joe Root is back in form. As they say, form is temporary, but class is permanent. It stands true for Joe Root. England were rescued from a top order collapse in the fourth test match in Ranchi by an incredible unbeaten Joe Root century. The former England captain pulled England out of danger on day one of the fourth test after the team lost 5 wickets in the morning session of the game. The struggling batter, who had been Jasprit Bumrah's bunny throughout the test series, looked in pristine touch as he shunned the baseball strategy and batted according to the situation on day one at the JSCA International Stadium in Ranchi. Root remained unbeaten at stumps on day one at 106 runs of 226 balls with a strike rate of 46.90. Root's resilience saw England recover from 112 for 5 to post 302 runs for 7 wickets at the end of day's play. Root continued his heroics on day 2 as he ended up with 122 unbeaten to take England to a total of 353 runs. Root, who is England's senior batter, was under immense pressure to deliver in the fourth test given the critics had come for his head after the conclusion of the Rajkot test, which England lost by a whopping margin of 434 runs. In that game, Root had reverse scooped Jasprit Bumrah into the hands of the slip fielder Yashasvi Jaiswal, following which the momentum completely changed towards India. Root curbed all the hunger for baseball and played a monk-like innings in Ranchi on Friday. Root recovered poise and form on a tricky and difficult but not a demonic Ranchi pitch, scoring his first century of the series, which was also his 10th against India and 31st Test century, and putting on 113 precious runs for the 6th wicket with wicketkeeper Ben Foakes. He then went on to stitch a very valuable partnership with Ollie Robinson, who scored his individual best runs in Test cricket. England, in the process, recovered from 112 for 5 following some mayhem in the morning session orchestrated by India's latest debutant pacer Akashdeep to a handsome 353 runs at the end of their innings. With this knock, not only has Joe Root put England in a comfortable position but also registered his 91st 50-plus score in Test cricket for England, overtaking former England captain Alastair Cook for the record. Will Joe Root's century become a margin of victory for England in Ranchi Test? It remains to be seen. What do you think about Joe Root's approach in Ranchi Test with the bat? Do let us know in the comment section below and keep following Rev Sports for more.